First things first, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, well, it's very good to have you here.
Thanks.
Before we talk about the music you've been making lately, I'd like to go back to the beginning. Do you remember when you first fell in love with music?
I think it was. I don't remember that time because I started playing at a very young age. Like at 5, I was playing piano. So
Sure.
I have to thank my parents for that. But I probably really fell in love when I went to my first gig, which was Alanis Morissette.
Okay.
And in that moment, I probably realized I wanted to do something like that.
What was it about Alanis Morissette that did it for you?
I don't know, maybe the energy and some songs, especially from the first album, I really love that.
And that first concert, do you remember how old you were?
I was 12.
Okay. So were you playing, you say you were playing piano, so how far in music were you?
I was just starting with guitar.
Okay.
So yeah, probably the first year with guitar. But as soon as I started playing guitar, I started writing stuff. So it was like a very natural thing.
Okay. Very quickly, because you say you started playing piano at age 5, and did you ask your parents why they put you on piano lessons?
I guess they liked the idea of me not doing just sports, and I never really asked them, but yeah, I loved it, but then I quit. Okay. So I was very young. So.
Were your parents musical?
No, actually no.
Okay. But so they thought it would be good for you to...
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So then you pick up the guitar, and you say you start writing immediately.
Yeah, kind of. As soon as I started putting chords together, yeah.
Do you remember the first song you wrote?
Yeah, they were kind of, I wouldn't call that songs, but I can remember a name actually, but they were like, it was like a way of playing, like, and having fun too.
Yeah, do you remember what it did to you? Why you wrote, and what kind of feeling you got from it?
Probably I had to let go of some things, but it's still this way for me right now, so it never changed actually. I'm that kid still today, so.
So in that sense, is it very personal to you?
Actually, not very personal, and not all my songs are about just me. I love talking about other stuff too. I'm solo, but I'm not interested in what's happening just to me or inside me.
Sure. And so you start writing when you're 12. When did things kind of develop? When did you start playing gigs and?
Yeah, when I was 18, I started playing with these other 2 guys. We were a trio, and we started playing a lot in Italy and then abroad too. And that was it. I'm still here making music, basically.
But was that the idea in the beginning, to form a band and to?
No, actually, one was my friend, and he was a drummer, so we had this idea, and we kept doing it. We found ourselves in it.
And then I came across something where you kind of played in the underground scene. So what kind of atmosphere? What was it like to play those gigs? And
yeah, they are pretty great. In the underground, it's like a very true environment where to grow up, and yeah, it was great.
And then, well, we go to where we are now with the Camo EP. What was the first track that you kind of started working on for the EP?
It was probably, I think, a one called Sand, which is the more different of the others in the EP. It's the quieter one. And then also I developed the sound with the song I performed here, which is called Cold. And at the beginning, the idea was to start a band, but somehow I couldn't make it. So I decided, okay, I have this urge, I need to play, I want to perform my songs. So I decided that I needed to you know, just play my songs in any way, and I decided to be on stage alone too.
Was that a tough thing to do?
Yeah, at the beginning it was kind of strange being in the rehearsal room and you know, rehearsing the set list, and when you cannot share an opinion on how it's going, it has been strange, very strange, but I'm really loving it. Okay. I'm kind of seeing blank when I perform in a good way, so it's very liberating for me and I love it. I'm really having fun doing it.
And being on stage by yourself, is that easy to do?
Yeah, I'm not thinking so much about the fact that probably everyone is, of course, looking at me, and yeah, I always kind of don't remember what's happening on stage. So yeah, it's a good feeling.
Okay, and well, you say Sanders is like you say, it's a little bit slower song. Does your mood, do you remember your mood when you wrote that song? Kind of what headspace you were in? Yeah,
it is a very melancholic song. It's not so happy, and it is about an ordinary night at the beach. But later I think of it as a song about freedom too, because in the chorus I say, have you ever tried to hold some sand in your fist? And if you hold on too hard, there's no sand anymore. So that's a way of saying that you have to let go of things.
Was this, and you mentioned how music plays a certain role, this is kind of a release of some kind. So writing about these things, does it help? When you write it, did it make you realize, well, I can't control everything? And
yeah, you know, I make music just because it makes me feel good somehow. So it's you actually don't think about it when you make it. It's just something that makes you feel good, and I just do it for that.
So when then do you know that you have a good song? For instance, with Sand, when you're in the recording studio or rehearsal room, when do you know, okay, I like this, this is good?
Yeah, the first thing I think about is the melody. Okay. And it is very important to me that a song works with just guitar and chords. So when I got that, I know that it's a good song. And then I can work on beat and stuff.
And when you have a song like Sand, when you continue writing, do you think about the rest of the EP, kind of how it will go together?
Actually, I wrote these songs in different times, and that's also why I call the EP Camo, because it's like it's this idea of a pattern of different elements together.
So now maybe, because now it's been released, these songs you've written a while ago, do you now recognize a pattern? Can you see a pattern now between?
Yeah, kind of, and also I have this idea that these songs kind of dressed Camo to be like in a battle, to be alone on stage. And I like to think of these songs as pop songs, maybe even with edgy beats and just guitar and vocals, because it's just three elements, but together they make this stuff.
I find it interesting. So is that kind of your attitude when you go on stage, that it's kind of like a battle, you're going into battle?
Yeah, a battle, and also a way of not hiding, but you know, camouflage. And yeah, it's both of it.
Okay. And well, because you're doing it alone now, do you still have in the back of your mind a band kind of form, or do you like the way it's going now?
Well, I'm enjoying a lot playing alone on stage, and it's given me a lot of confidence, actually. So I will keep going like this. But of course, I'm open to every possibility the future has to offer, and probably one day Giungla will be a band too. I don't know, but probably.
Because you say, well, like you said, it's just you, guitar. So when you think of a song, is it difficult to kind of create by yourself what you have in your mind?
Actually, sometimes yes, because you need to cover different, frequencies. So maybe there are very few elements, but you have to think very well what to put and not to put. So
And
sometimes it's a very slow process, and sometimes it's just easy.
So in that sense, it's a good thing that you alone can make those decisions.
Yeah, but I'm also very indecisive,
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it, and yeah, sometimes I'm very slow in making a decision. I need to ask some few people I care.
What is one of the best reactions you had to one of your songs on the EP when you showed it to someone?
One day, a guitar teacher wrote to me on Facebook that he was teaching this little girl playing my songs, and this was like, it kind of made me kind of not cry, but it was very great.
Do you? Well, that's interesting. Because do you feel now that you kind of are a role model in a way for people?
No, actually, I don't feel like a role model at all. But I'm glad if somehow I inspire some people to create or do anything.
Sure. Finally, then, are you thinking about an album?
Yeah, definitely. I'm working on new stuff, and soon I hope there will be an album or at least new music.
Have you written a lot already?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I'm touring a bit, and I will be away for a long time. Also, this year I will be at South by Southwest and in Canada for Canadian Music Week. So I have a bunch of gigs abroad, and then I will definitely focus on new stuff and writing a lot of music.
So one more, you mentioned South by Southwest, and then we're here at Eurosonic. Both are kind of showcase festivals in a way. So what is your ambition? What would you like your music to do?
I think, well, the main goals are maybe the same for every band that plays. So, like, I'd love to make music and keep doing it. And like South by Southwest and Eurosonic are the perfect occasion to meet with promoters and labels. So yeah, the dreams are those, and
Great.
that's it.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.